So, as I stated, the third thing, the third area that really makes up my spiritual community is my job, where I work. I work in my church. I'm one of the facilities managers, and well, probably a lot of folks have an idea of what it's like to work at a church. It's not a bunch of people sitting around and reading Bibles all the time and doing Bible studies and really kind of delving into God's nature and how that applies to us and all that kind of stuff. Oftentimes it's kind of more like a typical business world. But of course, with that ultimate focus on Christ and Him crucified. So, well, one thing we always do try to have happen is at the start of every week on Monday we have a strategic staff meeting in which all the ministries let one another know what's coming up this week, this month, this quarter, whatever, and another ministry will actually come along and try to advocate and pray for the needs of another ministry, and just try to lift one another up in those ways and have that mutuality and by just coming alongside and really owning everything that's going on in the rest of the church. In kind of a more tight-knit sense. Once a month we have what we call our soul care meetings, in which the men and then the women break off and just, again, talk about, in kind of the same ways that I described our small group doing. The men, we talk about, how life is going with balancing family and work and personal life and all that kind of stuff, because those are generally what men struggle with a lot when it comes, professionally and personally. We also try to talk about, again, those sins and compulsions that are common to man. Trying to keep our eyes and hearts pure and just trying to really model what it means to be, the head of the family and loving our families as Christ has loved us. So we've done some inductive Bible studies and book studies. Common one that we just kind of go through every couple of years is Surfing for God, and we've gone over Brene Brown's book on shame and Band of Brothers Bible study. Just a lot of different things like that, but really with that focus of trying to just keep that tight-knit core of support, so that we can succeed both at work and out in the rest of the world. And our staff culture is really good about trying to bolster one another up so that we can all, because as we succeed individually, we succeed corporately as well. So.